Hello everybody, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct and welcome to our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to show you what it's like to go to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. I recently went with my nephew Colson for his birthday. We went with his parents, his grandparents, my wife, my daughter, and we had an epic time. We took the Golden Buzz Around XLS HD and we made a ton of memories. It's awesome. It's the only way to go to a theme park, in my opinion, and we're going to show you some awesome content. We even snuck a camera on to the fastest roller coaster at the theme parks, known as the Velocicoaster. We were able to get a lot of great shots, great memories, and you're going to see firsthand what it's like to go to a theme park with a mobility scooter. So make sure you subscribe, because we're going to release even more content soon. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So once again, folks, the scooter that I'm using in this video is known as the Buzz Around XLS HD in the 3-wheel configuration. You can get it in a 4-wheel configuration, but the 3-wheel is going to turn a lot sharper, and that's great for theme parks, or really anywhere that's going to give you tight turns and small spaces. Waiting in some of the lines at the theme parks, you really need to make some tight turns, so I took the 3-wheel version. We stayed at the Portofino Bay Resort in Orlando, which is really nice because they allow dogs. I even brought my Frenchie, Benji. You might have seen him in a lot of our videos. He's basically like our second child, and we like to take him on our vacations with us if we can. So the Portofino Bay Hotel is dog friendly, and it looks like a small little Italian fishing town. It's got a great theme, great service, accessible rooms, and the Buzz Around XLS HD was the perfect ride to take with us. It's very compact, can hold it to 325 pounds. It has full suspension. It comes with a free front basket, a cell phone holder, a cup holder that's built into the basket, and it has a really comfortable seat. We also brought the rear cage style basket, which in my opinion is a must if you're going grocery shopping or really anywhere that you would need the extra cargo space. There's baby Addie, our newest, our firstborn child. She enjoyed the trip so much, and we were super grateful to make awesome memories, not only with Addie, but our best friends and my nephew and a lot of our family members as well. We went as a big group. We took another scooter too, known as the E-Foldy, which is a really lightweight folding model. We have a review video of that one, which I'll put in the top right-hand corner if you want to check that out. Keep in mind, we also have an in-depth review video for the Buzz Around XLS HD. It's a great model for going outdoors, going grocery shopping, and of course, as you can see, going on vacation with your family. Colson was super excited to celebrate his 10th birthday, and we took the mobility scooter to not only, help me out. I've had 3 knee surgeries, but a lot of the family members also get really tired when we're at the theme park for a whole day. And it's awesome because we got to trade off. I can walk, just not for long periods of time. So sometimes you'll see throughout the video that other family members needed a break from being on their feet all day, and we took turns riding the scooters. They're not just for people that are handicapped, that can't walk. They're for people that want to go out and not have to walk all day too. So as you can see here, we are boarding the boat ferry that goes from the hotel resort to the theme park. So you do have to go through security, which is a breeze. They are very experienced with dealing with individuals that are on wheelchairs or mobility scooters. They provide an access ramp to get on the boat ferry, and that's a really neat experience in and of itself. Going on that boat, getting the front row spot where all the handicap accessible mobility vehicles belong. Right up front, you get to get a really nice bird's eye view of the park and what's in front of you as you're making your way towards the theme park areas. So here we are pulling up to the docks where the entrances to Islands of Adventures and Universal Studios are located. And as you can see, my nephew Colson saw one of the roller coasters, and he's telling me how excited he is to ride that scary looking roller coaster. So stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and embark on our journey now that we're at the theme park's grounds. Again, this is Universal Studios and Islands of Adventures. We do have other videos where we take you to Disney World and we are soon going to make another video showing you what it's like to go to Busch Gardens. The whole purpose of making these videos is to show our viewers and subscribers out there what you can do when you have a mobility scooter. You don't have to be stuck at home. You can get out and about with your family, friends, your loved ones, and make awesome memories. So here we are entering the Universal Studios entrance. The famous Universal globe is right there, so we decided to stop and take some pictures for memories. That globe is pretty iconic. You've probably seen it before. It's right at the entrance of the Universal Studios theme park. Now the Golden Buzz Around XLS HD is made by Golden Technologies. It includes a 1-year in-home repair contract and an industry-leading parts warranty. They're one of the only manufacturers that include a 1-year warranty on the battery. They're very confident in the quality of their products and the durability of their products. Hence, that's why they offer that repair contract for free and an industry-leading warranty. So here we are entering the park. We're just getting scanned in, and they know exactly what to do when you're riding a mobility scooter. They don't really make you do anything like get out of the seats. You can stay in your scooter the whole time. So hopefully now you know what it's like to get in the park. You don't have to necessarily be on your feet. You can stay seated the entire time. So my nephew Colson's super excited. We finally got into the park, and we're just going to give you a tour, kind of showing you what the different sections of the parts are. Again, we're in Universal Studios right now, but Islands of Adventures is connected to Universal Studios, and we're going to show you how you can kind of get across from one park to the other and show you footage of both parks. Now there's the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and we're entering the Simpsons area where there's a lot of the Simpsons themed rides and attractions. I do want to take the time to say make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we are doing a giveaway once a month. You could win a free mobility scooter simply by subscribing and leaving a comment. We give away mobility scooters all the time. If you haven't seen our YouTube channel, check it out. We have a whole playlist dedicated towards giveaway videos, and you can see the reactions of people that are selected randomly to receive a free mobility scooter. It's part of our mission to give back to the community, especially to people that are in need. We oftentimes will find people that really can't afford a mobility scooter and gift them one. And all they have to really do is be subscribed and leave a comment, and we'll go ahead and once a month try and find somebody that could really use a mobility scooter and gift it to them. So it's really easy. You're already here. Subscribe and check out our videos. We have tons of videos organized by playlists. We have repair videos, unboxing and assembly videos, product review videos, and many videos like this one where we take you on experiences to the beach, the mall, restaurants, grocery shopping, theme parks, you name it. So here we are with the family. We're all having a great time. It was a little gloomy out, and it did rain quite a bit, but it wasn't like a torrential downpour. It was a light raining sprinkle most of the time. Now these scooters are designed to handle a little bit of rain. However, I should give the disclaimer that if it is raining, you should immediately try to seek shelter and get out of the rain. You could, of course, carry an extra large poncho and drape it over the steering assembly. That's mainly the area you need to be careful with water entering into like the ignition and around the crevices of the buttons for the throttle, the horn. You don't want water getting in that dash. But again, they are rated for some light rain, and we took this thing out for 2 full days, and it rained pretty much lightly, sporadically throughout the entire trip. And they held up well. They're running strong. They did not break down, but in the user manual, you are supposed to avoid rain at all costs. But just giving you some transparent findings there about the rain and how it handled, it did very, very well. It was also nice because in South Florida it tends to be extremely hot, but with the overcast weather and the light rain, it kept everybody pretty cool, and we weren't miserable from the extreme heat. It was pretty humid, but we had a great time overall, and Colson had an excellent time celebrating his 10th birthday. We actually have another video where we took a separate model, a different model named the Revo 2.0. If you want to see that video, this was about 2 years ago, and we went to Islands of Adventure. So if you want to check that video out as well, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and check it out. So here we're crossing the bridge, kind of moving away from the Simpsons themed area and going into the Harry Potter world. And that's where the train is that you can take from Universal Studios to Islands of Adventures. It's pretty neat. We were able to take the scooter on the train, and they have accessible seating inside. They can take your scooter from you as soon as you're about to board the train and give it back to you as soon as you get off. So you will need to actually walk, or they'll provide you with like a special manual wheelchair that fits in the train to get to your seat, and then as soon as you get off the train, your scooter will be waiting for you. So there's Colson and his grandpa, and Grandpa's riding the E-Foldy right now. I'm riding the Buzz Around XLS HD, and we made it into Harry Potter world, into like the Hogwarts downtown area of the Harry Potter world. There's actually a big dragon on top of the buildings that spits fire every so often. I think it's like every 15 minutes. We didn't really catch that part on video because we weren't really trying to sit there and wait, but it is pretty neat. You get to see that dragon spitting fire, and it was extremely crowded. It seemed like everybody was hoarding the area waiting for that dragon to spit fire. Pretty neat attraction there, and there's just a ton of gift shops and restaurants that are all Harry Potter themed. Really awesome if you're into Harry Potter. So after leaving the Harry Potter area and going on a few rides, we started making our way down to the different sections of the park, and we had to stop and get a picture with the iconic Jaws shark that's hanging in the harbor area, marina area. That's kind of where the Jaws ride used to be. Unfortunately, they don't have the Jaws ride anymore, but there is Jaws right there, the fake one, of course. And Colson and I were just like, oh man, we got to go get a picture of that. So we went, we got right in front of it, and we snagged a nice picture, which is actually what we used for the thumbnail. So here we are approaching the Mummy ride, which we did go on. And there's the Rockin' Roller Coaster right next to the Mummy theme park ride. That roller coaster was intense. It's supposedly one of the fastest roller coasters in the country, and it was scary. We rode it. We weren't allowed to bring cameras on or anything, but it was awesome, and it's right next to the Mummy ride. So here we took the opportunity to take a break and get a picture opportunity with the Mummy-themed characters that are outside. They were awesome, super friendly. Addie, our daughter, was at the time only like 6 or 7 months old, and they were super friendly with her, and she wasn't scared at all. It was pretty awesome. Overall, the experience was unforgettable, and it was a great way to make memories with the family and be comfortable the entire time. Usually at the end of the day, when I go to a theme park, my feet are killing me, but because we were sitting down the whole time, I mean, I felt great. And here we are passing in front of the Transformers 3D ride. That is a must-see. I highly recommend going on that ride. It's awesome. It's like a virtual screen with a seat that moves around, so it feels like a roller coaster, but it's really not. Super nice. You don't go upside down or anything for those of you that kind of get sick on the roller coasters with the loop-de-loops and inverted sections. You know, this is a really easy ride. And there's someone passing by on the GB120. That's the Buzz Around Carry-On, our top-selling scooter. If you want to learn about that model, check it out. We have a link in the description, or you can click on the top right-hand corner to see that scooter. It's the best scooter in the industry. 300-pound weight capacity. It folds flat, and it's perfect for pretty much any kind of traveling. Has a lithium battery, goes up to 18 miles. Again, our top seller. So here we are making our way to different sections of the park. And here we are with baby Addie. She's taking a ride with Dad on the scooter, and she's pretty much falling asleep because it's so smooth with that suspension that you barely feel any of the imperfections on the terrain whatsoever. At this point, we're realizing that the rain has stopped and the rocking roller coaster has opened up, so we had to rush and get over there to ride it before it shut down again. When it rains, the rides sometimes do temporarily close down until the rain goes away, so we were waiting and finally got to ride that coaster. So here we are actually in the entrance of Islands of Adventures, and we're making our way towards the Incredible Hulk ride. Now, the Incredible Hulk ride is one of the most intense roller coaster rides in Orlando. So if you have a weak stomach and you're not used to going upside down, I would stay away from the Hulk. But if you're an adrenaline junkie like me and Colson, then you're going to want to check it out. It's amazing. It's got tons of loops and parts where you're upside down for a while. It's super fast. There it is. You can see the coaster kind of going on some loops. There are certain sections where you're like going almost underwater. It's probably one of my favorite rides, right up there with the Velocicoaster, which is just a little bit more intense than the Hulk. But what I really like about the Hulk is that when you're in line, the waiting line area is super interactive. There's like videos everywhere. It almost feels like you're in one of the Hulk movies when you're waiting in line. It's not like one of those boring lines where you're just outside in the heat, not able to really look at anything. There's a bunch of things that like are interactive with TVs everywhere telling the story of what the Hulk comic book series is all about and what to expect with the ride. They really take the time to immerse you into the story of the Hulk right before going on that roller coaster ride. And the theme, at least at the time that we went, was like they're trying to extract adrenaline from you. And that's the whole purpose, is to like get you nervous and get you scared, and then they're going to extract the adrenaline from you. And of course, they're not really extracting adrenaline from you, but you know, that's kind of the story that they build in the waiting area when you're waiting in line to get on the actual ride. But all in all, the entire experience at the Marvel section of Islands of Adventure is awesome. They really did a great job at making it super memorable. All of the rides there, you have the Doctor Doom ride, the Spider-Man ride, of course the Hulk, and just riding through it all, you'll have a great time, especially if you grew up reading the comics by Marvel and, you know, having appreciation for the Marvel comic book franchise as a whole, which I did. I loved it. I had the comic book cards, the comics. Growing up, I was definitely a Marvel comic enthusiast. So here is the ride. You can see most of it. There is a height limit, and the years before that we went with Colson, my nephew, he was not tall enough, so he was so stoked to be tall enough for his 10th birthday to finally be able to ride all of the rides. And let me tell you, it was awesome. We had a great time, but unfortunately we couldn't film the Hulk ride. They don't allow you to bring any cameras on board. So after we finished riding the Hulk, Mark and I switched scooters. So I was on the E-Foldy Light and he was on the Buzz Around scooter. And we were just making our way through, getting some footage and taking some pictures of all the different rides in the Marvel comic area. There's the Doctor Doom elevator ride, which just shoots up and down, makes you free fall. It's like 30 stories high or something like that, it's my guess, but it's definitely a scary ride. We didn't ride the Doctor Doom Fearfall, but we did go on the Spider-Man ride. That's a classic. I definitely wouldn't miss out on the Spider-Man ride. It's one of those virtual rides with a screen. You're not really on a roller coaster doing loops or going upside down. It's not like on an actual roller coaster railing system. It's just like a little cart with a screen in front of it. That's all. So it's pretty mellow, but super awesome. Definitely a great ride. The waiting area as well, when you're waiting in line, is super interactive as well. And there's just tons of Marvel comic related places to go, gift shops, little restaurants to get food, diners, lots of places to go and have a good time and collect some awesome memorabilia. If you're into the Marvel comics, like I said, you're going to have a great time there. I highly recommend stopping by and checking it out. Of course, I'm taking a little video, making some selfie videos for our YouTube Shorts and our Facebook Reels with my phone, and of course, capturing all of the action with my camera that's mounted to the scooter's tiller, aka the steering assembly. And here, there's a little section right after leaving the Marvel comic book area where they have like carnival games. And we did try to win some stuffed animals. Actually, I think Colson won a stuffed animal playing the basketball game. But there's lots of fun little games to play if you're into like carnival games, basketball, little water gun games. And if you want to win your loved one or your nephews, your kids, a little teddy bear or something, there's an opportunity to do so there. Pretty awesome stuff. Overall, just a great place to be with the family. Lots of memories can be made here. And here we are going through the next section of the park, which is kind of like geared towards the old school comics and cartoons like Popeye, Flash Gordon, and a bunch of other more retro style cartoons like Rocky and Bullwinkle. There is a Ripsaw Falls ride, which is kind of themed off of the Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon. That's like pretty much a ride where you're on a little log that goes through a water ride, and you go down a epic waterfall. And the last video we made where we went to Universal's, we actually got camera footage of what it's like to go on that ride and go down the waterfall, which is extremely steep and extremely fast. Colson and I got soaked going down the waterfall at high speeds on that ride, and it was awesome. So check that video out. Just go to our YouTube channel and search for the Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure theme park experience videos. You'll find it. It's about 2 years older than this video that's now being released. At this point, after going through that next section of the park, we're making our way through the Jurassic Park section. And if you're into dinosaurs, which I am, and Colson is too, you're going to love this place. There's a bunch of small little rides and attractions. You can actually meet a velociraptor, which is, of course, not a real dinosaur, but it looks real and it acts real. They have this like robot kind of machine that looks and acts like a real dinosaur, and you get to go up to it and take pictures. That's pretty cool. There's a bunch of little rides as well that kind of suspend in the air. You can kind of tour around the entire Jurassic Park area of the theme park. Of course, you're going to have your typical gift shops and diners that are all dinosaur themed. Lots of little activities to do for the young ones where you can go and find fossils and like stones and gems and all kinds of cool archaic stuff here from the dinosaur era, if you will. And what we're doing is we're getting closer and closer to the Velocicoaster. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what the Velocicoaster is, it's apparently the most thrilling and fastest ride in Florida, and it lives up to its name. The Velocicoaster has some high velocity speeds. It definitely goes upside down more than any roller coaster I've ever been on, and it's extremely intense. I will say that the waiting area when you're waiting in line is also super interactive. There's never a dull moment. There's screens everywhere kind of telling the story of the Jurassic Park story with Chris Pratt and the latest movies, the newer movies where Chris Pratt's kind of the main character or main actor, and you know how he has that relationship with the velociraptor named Blue, and you get to kind of see a different side of the movie franchise that you really never see in the movie theaters. You have to go here to Orlando, Florida to see that footage and that storyboard. It's like a new movie, a short film. So when you're waiting in line, you get to experience that short film. There's a lot of different sections in the waiting area with interactive things, props. They really go above and beyond. I mean, it's not some low budget production. It's awesome, and I wish I could have filmed, but they are very strict with allowing cameras into the rides, including the waiting areas. So, truth be told, I can't confirm nor deny, but somehow a hidden camera was brought onto the ride. So you are going to see some footage, but I can't really tell you how that happened because I'm not going to incriminate myself here. But we did manage to capture some never before seen footage of the actual ride itself. So stay tuned, it's coming up very soon. We're just showing you the different sections of Jurassic Park as we make our way to the Velocicoaster. I do want to also take the time to ask you to please leave a comment in the comment section and let us know if you enjoy this video. Ask any questions that you might have about the scooter, the theme park, or the process of what to expect. We'd love to hear from you. We do answer all of the questions in our comment section within 1 business day. So if you do have a question, a comment, concern, drop a comment below. Tell us if you like the video or if you hate the video. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. I do want to also tell you that we are offering a limited time discount on any mobility scooter. If you mention this video, call our non-commissioned sales experts with the number below. They're super friendly. They're not here to just sell you the most expensive scooter to earn a commission, right? Like our competitors, we actually don't have a commissioned driven sales force. They are here to try and get you the best product that's going to be the best fit for you, so that hopefully you can be very happy with your purchase and in the future recommend us and leave us a 5-star rating. That's what it's all about, folks. these are technically medical products, and we don't believe that medical products should be sold by a commissioned sales force. So if you are on the market, we'd love to earn your business. We'd love to hear from you. Just give us a call with the number below or visit one of our showrooms. You could also send an email to sales@mobilitydirect.com. Again, that's sales@mobilitydirect.com. All right, well, enough of that self-promotion. Let's get back to the video and the experience of going through Islands of Adventures. So you can see here, it looks like you're in a jungle here. And we are just about at the Velocicoaster ride. We're approaching it. It's coming up on the right. There's going to be an entrance to the actual ride itself where we need to actually park our scooter. So that is something that you need to be aware of. A lot of these rides, you have to leave your mobility scooter at the entrance of the ride and be able to walk in. Some of the rides offer a manual wheelchair and they'll roll you through the waiting area, or you might have to have someone roll you on the manual chair, but you're not really allowed to bring mobility scooters into the waiting areas or on the rides. That's the only downfall. But at least you don't get stuck at home and when the whole family's going to the theme park, you don't have to get left behind. If you have a mobility scooter, you can still enjoy the theme park. All right, so here's what you've all been waiting for, the footage of the Velocicoaster from start to finish. It is epic. So enjoy the ride, folks, and we'll be right back with you. Alright folks, so as you can see, that roller coaster ride was super intense, and Colson at the end was saying, "Can we ride it again, please, please, can we ride it again?" And we actually did ride it like 3 times. It was that good. And at the end of the day, it started to get dark, so we made our way back to the exit, or the entrance/exit part of the park. And at night, especially if you go during the holidays, there's tons of Christmas lights. And if you're into Christmas lights and going for the holidays to see everything decorated for Christmas, it's a must. Especially the Dr. Seuss Land area, which we didn't really get a lot of footage of, but it's pretty awesome to see like the Grinch and the Cat in the Hat all lit up and decorated for Christmas. Obviously, all the kids know about the Grinch That Stole Christmas, so that's like a huge attraction. You'll see a lot of family members with kids there having a good old time. But we're just making our way back to the entrance of the theme park, and overall, we had a great time. We were there for 2 days. I could have made a video that was 4 or 5 hours long, but of course, I didn't want to do that because it can get boring. So we made a video as compact as possible. I tried to include a diverse amount of shots that'll kind of really give you the idea of what it's like to go to Islands of Adventure Universal Studios while using a mobility scooter. So hopefully, you have a better understanding of what to expect. There's really not much you need in terms of like paperwork or anything. Mobility scooters can be seen everywhere throughout the theme parks. I mean, they are, I would say like 1 out of every 10 people had a mobility scooter. They're very popular. You can rent them, but of course, if you have your own and you want to avoid paying a rental fee and deposit every time, especially if you travel a lot, it makes more sense to just buy your own scooter. The rental units usually aren't as comfortable either. They don't usually have suspension. They don't have things like the shopping baskets or the cell phone holder. This model has a USB charging port, so I was able to charge my phone and my cameras with the battery from the scooter. So it's like having your own battery bank. And that's a convenient feature in and of itself. So here we are kind of passing through some of the different sections. Lots of cool things to see, to take pictures and get picture opportunities with. And overall, it's just an epic place to go with your family and make memories. So I highly recommend it. And again, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to keep making videos like this. We're going to keep taking you on experiences to different places, like nature trails, different vacation destinations. We're going to take you to restaurants, hotels, more theme parks. And all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get notified when we release new videos just like this one. So please do us a favor, tell your friends about it. Anybody that has a mobility scooter, tell them about our YouTube channel. Not only will they get a chance to win a free mobility scooter once a month if they subscribe, but they're also going to get access to a ton of educational content where we talk about the pros and the cons of some of our best models, some of the most popular models. And overall, it's just a great place to go get information about mobility products. So here we're going through the Dr. Seuss area that I was telling you about, and you can see there's a ton of Christmas decorations. I didn't really get a chance to go through the other side. We kind of took the back route because it was so crowded. Around the time that the park is closing, it tends to get super crowded, especially in the areas by the front entrance. And by the way, I apologize for the screen being a little wet. Like I said, it was raining a lot. So apologize for that, but we did make our way back to the entrance, and there's my best friend Zach, who I consider like a brother, riding the buzz around. He was a little tired of walking, and you can see the light in action now as we make our way back towards the entrance. And by the way, the battery meter was still full after being at the park all day. So there you have it, folks. Hope you know what to expect. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.